How do you dry your dick? You know, it's just like, and I know it's awkward, but yes, that is going to be the foundation of this commentary. Dicks. And I'm sure you expect nothing better than a dick commentary from Pwn Star for Hire. But, in reality, I want to talk about NoVa Gaming, which is the clan channel that I mentioned in the previous video I put up a couple days ago or something. You guys, it was made, it was created. You can tune in for a little bit of details at the end of the video. But for now, let's talk about dicks, right? Yeah, no homo? No, lots of homo intended. I just want to kind of like dissect something a little bit. As a child, I was taught where to piss, but not how to. You know, as I grew older and I got into my teenage years and everything like this, I became a perfectionist, and I do believe there's an art to urinating and, you know, fapsturbating and shit like this. So I think there are lots of important things, but these are things that aren't taught to children or to anyone. So the issue being is, you know, where do we learn that kind of shit from? Huh? Where do we learn to, you know, piss and shake? You know what I mean? Where do we learn to fapsturbate? Because is it curiosity? Is it watching porn when your parents aren't looking? Is it catching your parents making porn when you're looking? You know what I mean? Where does this knowledge come from? Is it just something that's sitting in your mind from previous life? You know, is it just genetic? Is it meant to be? Is it natural? Is this just how it's as intended? I don't know. You gotta think about that a little bit. And I started thinking about this last night. And obviously weird shit happens to me when I'm laying in bed. Not the good weird shit, not the kinky shit. But I'm talking weird shit like dick commentary shit. You know what I mean? So, I'm laying in bed and I'm like, you know, I'm still sitting there because, yeah, I deleted my dad off Facebook. I just don't want nothing to do with him ever in the world. And then I got mad at him. And then I'm like, you didn't even teach me how to shake my dick. And I was kind of like, what's going on? It does sound like a big problem to you guys, but that's daddy issues at its finest. When I was a kid, you know, to obviously teach me where to piss, my dad would like stand next to me and we'd both piss or something like that. I don't think that's weird at all. When you're like fucking 2 years old or some shit, however old it is, you learn to piss standing up. But that's kind of what it was. And back then, slang for dick was birdie. So, you know, we'd sit there with our birdies out and we'd piss, but, you know, it's not like he shook or he taught me to shook or I just wasn't paying attention enough. But you know the whole old sayings, you know, shake it more than once and you're playing with it, boy. And, you know, that kind of stuff. So I think there's an art to it, and I've developed this. I've actually got a couple of moves that I like to throw down. I do what I like to call the halo jump. You guys are like, what? Yeah, I like to do the halo jump, you know. Say I'm going into a theater, because one thing that I absolutely hate is public restrooms. I hate touching the faucets. I hate everything about it. Which is weird. I don't mind sitting down on a nasty-ass seat, but I hate washing my hands. I don't know why that's weird. That's just me. But basically, I mean, there's tactics, because I'm a lazy person, and I don't even think it's laziness. I just think it's nasty to deal with those sinks and stuff. So I like to just not touch my dick when I gotta do that. And you know, there's a little extra seepage, a little extra drippage. So this is such a fucking weird commentary. So what I do is I like to call it the halo jump. It's where, you know, I do this double jump where I like jump and then pump. You know what I mean? You pump the legs like you're going up for that alley oop, playing a little bit of Chicago, a little bit at 21, and we're trying to make it so basically you just jump, and then when you land with, you know, gravity and force and everything being applied, it just kind of drains the noodle, and it's effective, guys. Don't judge me. I mean, kind of hard to get away with that one when you got a bunch of people around you and you're over here bunny hopping in the urinal section, but I thought it was thoroughly fun, and it does it. Don't have to touch your hand. It generally does not get on your mustache. Overall, it's successful. It's kind of hard to judge where it is, but those urinals are big enough. I mean, it applies for splash damage. So that's one of them. I like to do, you know, the double jump, the halo jump, if you will. And the other one is what I like to call is what I like to call the Wingardium Leviosa. And that's basically the old school swish and flick, you know, for the Harry Potter guys. It's where you do the swish and flick. And this is what I do when I'm next to people. And I actually have to do it because I don't want to get it on them. I don't want to look like a retard double jumping. But there's an art to it. It's the swish and flick. I mean, you don't have to sit there and shake it up and down and do the bobblehead for all days. But there's an art to, you know, drying off your dick. And I just wanted to put that out there, guys. It just had to. announced that, and it's been 5 minutes about us talking about dicks. This is how you know it's love, guys. This is how you know that you are entertained right now, because you've sat this long about another guy talking about how to dry a dick off, and it's just incredible. You guys are in a trance right now. You're like, what the fuck's he gonna say next? And I guess the next one is still gonna go on. Is like masturbation. You know what I mean? When you want to masturbate, this is something that comes with hormones, with puberty. Media tells you you need to jerk off, you need to fuck all these women. You know, so much of society and media and pressures and temptations and, you know, estrogen and testosterone and whatever else may be involved in the chemical mix that makes you just so damn horny gets in there and it takes over. And where do you learn to do this stuff? Do you just mess around? And, you know, if you guys had any sort of, you know, friends in high school, I had these guys, you know, they would have, like, you know, jack-off sessions. And I don't know if I didn't participate because I thought it was weird as shit. But I'd be over hanging out, and then all of a sudden they'd be like, yo, guys, you want to jack off? And I know before you guys like, oh my god, that's fucking gay. I never participated, I swear to God, because I just thought it was too weird. But they would all, like, you know, where his mom was gone, they had a porno, and what they would do is they would sit down in the living room, and there'd be like 3 guys there, and they'd all be covered up in blankets or towels or something. They'd all jack off to the same shit. And, you know, I was in the room one day because they woke up before me. You know what happens when you're like you know, you never want to be the first guy asleep when you're in, you know, middle school, high school, whatever. So I was still sleeping, and I woke up on the couch, and I started hearing this moaning, and I was like, what the fuck? I look over, and they're doing their jack-off session. And I'm like, what's going on? And I happened to tend to look over. I mean, I couldn't see any dick, which is a good thing. I tend to look over, and, you know, we got this, we got my, you know, I had my black friend Rodney over there, and he was just, like, speed jerking it, you know, underneath the shit with he was, like, biting his upper lip, you know, looking all fucking weird, you know what I mean? So he looked like he was obsessed in the shit, you know. Obviously, nobody's taught how to jerk off, because some shit looks ugly as fuck. My other friend was doing this upside-down fucking cotton candy tug. I don't even know what the fuck he was doing, but he was doing this where his elbow was smacking his forehead and shit. Some weird stuff going on, and I'm like, why has nobody ever taught how to do this? I think masturbation's natural, but I seriously think outside of monkeys, we're the only people that do it. And I think that may just because genetically or just physically other creatures can't do it. You know, like dolphins, you know, they can't do shit. They got the tiny-ass fins. They can't flipper fap, you know what I mean? They can't reach any of their shit. Can you imagine a T-Rex trying to jerk it? I'm watching one right now cry because he's got them baby-ass arms, can't do a goddamn thing. All that anger, all that rage, can't fucking touch himself. Feel bad for him. So I feel like we're the only ones that ever do that kind of shit. And I think it's weird that we feel like we need to, you know, dry ourselves off so we don't stain our panties. And I don't know. So that's a whole 7-8 minute commentary about dicks. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I know I have. Maybe you guys have learned up, maybe picked up a couple of my strategy, a couple of my tactics, the swish and flick. The Halo jump. Maybe you guys enjoy them. But anyways, we're going to talk a little bit about NoVa Gaming. NoVa Gaming is the channel that I have linked down in the description down below. You guys can go subscribe to it. It is going to be built around Call of Duty montages, Battlefield tages, Medal of Honor tages, and Halo 4 tages. All tages, guys. And that's what's going to be focused on the channel. So if you feel like you have great gameplay, if you feel like you could be the next sniper, I mean, you know, this is going to be simple. I mean, you're going to see things that you expect from like Phase or Optic on this channel. On top of, you know, objective and awesome vehicle, you know, additions to montages that Battlefield offers. You're going to have awesome futuristic type, you know, even MLG montages that you get from Halo. I mean, there's so much variety coming in from different montages, and hopefully you'll appreciate them. So go subscribe to them. They're going to be extremely awesome, extremely entertaining. And obviously, you know, there are many people that are going to try out for this. We also have editor challenges and, you know, giveaways and stuff. If you want to go over there and subscribe and check it out, I'll leave a link to the description. Not only to the channel, but the Twitter and everything else, which is one of the best ways to contact us over there. So, like I said, I can't wait to see you guys on over there, and I can't wait for us to hang out and make some awesome sauce together. And at the end of the day, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary. Like I said, if you want to know more about it, I do have an introduction video over on the channel. You know, the challenges are up too. If you follow on Facebook, there's editor challenge. We're currently doing, you know, I'm giving like a $20 card away for anyone that creates our logo, and then $20 for whoever does the background, and 50 or 60 bucks or pre-order in Black Ops 2 or whoever does the intro. And, you know, we're going to have challenges and stuff like this for editors and GFX guys, and we're going to have a nice system set up. So I'd love to see some of the new blood come in, some of the people that are underestimated, because obviously, you know, FaZe and all these people only take in so many people. So if you feel like you got what it takes to become a great sniper, great editor, anything like that, and you want to be a part of something big, open your mouth. Come hang out over here, guys. So thanks for watching. Peace out, guys. Get it. And we lost, but I still tried to play the objective a little bit, and the fact that we couldn't win when I had that many streaks going on was just kind of disappointing. So for you guys like, Pwn, you didn't play the fucking objective. My dogs allowed us to cap B. I helped cap B. The gunner bought us 2 minutes where they couldn't touch B. It was just kind of sad. Anyways, peace out, guys. Shake it right.